6 amazing LeBron James trash talking moments. Now before I get started, I just want to say that I got this idea from an article that I read about LeBron James and his trash talking, so if you want to read the article, a link is in the description box down below, but this video is pretty much going off that article, so yeah, I just hope you enjoy the video. Now LeBron James is not known as a huge trash talker. In fact, Kobe Bryant once talked about how LeBron James doesn't get sucked into talking trash like he did. Here's what Kobe said, and he's kind of referring to a lot of the younger players in the NBA right now, but here's what he said. They don't seem to want to talk any trash. I say everything to LeBron and he says nothing back. He just laughs. There's no banter back and forth. I guess it's a generational thing. When I first came into the league, the trash talk was downright cutthroat, he added. This is very true. When Kobe entered the league, and even before Kobe entered the league, trash talking was a big part of the game. Mostly in the 1980s and in the 1990s.
That's what the game has lost. It's lost what it had in the 80s and early 90s, where teams really didn't like each other.
Mostly in the 1980s and in the 1990s with Bird, Barkley, Jordan, Reggie Miller, and I guess it travelled into the 2000s as well with Kobe Bryant and Kevin Garnett, along with other players, but they also got drafted in the 90s, but I guess they did carry it over to the 2000s. That's besides the point. Anyway, LeBron James is seen as one of those players, but in reality, as he's gotten older, he started talking a lot more trash, as we clearly saw in last year's NBA Finals where the Cleveland Cavaliers came back 3-1. Going back to what Kobe said though, when he said, I say everything to LeBron and he says nothing back, he just laughs, well, I have no proof of that, but here's an example of what Kobe Bryant is talking about. This is Kevin Garnett trying to talk trash, or at least get into LeBron's face, and LeBron James simply starts laughing.
Garnett, his fifth.
So as we all know, LeBron James is either one of the most beloved or hated players in the NBA. Most people will either hate him or they love him. With that being said, here are some of his best trash talking moments. But before I get into it, if you guys enjoy watching these types of videos, it would be awesome if you guys could subscribe if you're new. I make videos just like this. I make a whole range of NBA content, so if you guys like that, be sure to subscribe. And if we could smash 3,000 likes, that would be amazing. But anyway, here's LeBron James, 6 LeBron James trash talking stories. Number 6, Merry Christmas, Kobe Bryant. Now, I know that I did talk about LeBron James not talking to Kobe, but that is what Kobe said, that's not what I said. So, obviously Kobe and LeBron did talk some trash because, well, this story is about to say. So, the LeBron James and Kobe Bryant rivalry was a great one, something that I think we'll all miss since Kobe is now obviously retired. Now, I know it's not just me, but how awesome would it have been to see a Kobe Bryant vs LeBron James NBA Finals? But obviously that's something we never got to see and we won't ever get to see. In saying that, it wasn't like they didn't play in big games. In fact, in a Christmas Day showdown between the two stars, with the Miami Heat holding a commanding lead over the Lakers, Kobe tried to keep his team in the game late in the fourth quarter, but was called for an offensive foul. James went over to help teammate James Jones up after drawing the charge and started clapping while standing over Kobe. James and Bryant began jawing at each other on their way down the other end of the floor, with James saying, "It's just basketball, that's all."
Charges. You see both guys talking, but I love the fact that charges. You see both guys talking, but I love the fact that you're James Jones. You're not just a shooter on this team.
Testing shots, and then when he does get by his initial defender, you've had great help the entire night, and I wish I had a translator to know what those two guys were saying.
So obviously LeBron and Kobe did have sort of some trash talking moments, but not many, not like Kobe and some other players, because Kobe pretty much talked trash to everybody. LeBron on the other hand, I mean, all he said was, "It's basketball, that's all." I'm sure they would have had moments, but since LeBron and Kobe are friends, well actually, in fact Kevin Garnett and Kobe are friends as well and they talk trash. Anyway, that's besides the point. Here's number 5. LeBron throws some shade at Stephen Curry. Now this happened last year and I'm not exactly sure if you'd call it trash talking, but this is something that I had to put in this video. During the Cavaliers championship parade, LeBron let the whole world know that he wasn't buying the fact the Warriors guard Stephen Curry was coming off back-to-back MVPs. In fact, he wasn't buying the fact that he was the first unanimous MVP. When LeBron started talking about the stop where Kevin Love shut down Curry on one of the final possessions during Game 7, LeBron reminded everyone of Curry's MVPs. Here's what he said.
But the stop, I'm not saying to do, but the stop, that was on a 2-time MVP, by the way. That was on a 2-time MVP. We got that stop, but I'm gonna let that go. Thank you, Kev.
Now, I just thought that this was crazy because if you didn't know, LeBron and Curry have been friends. I mean, ever since Curry was at Davidson, LeBron came to watch him play a couple of times. So I guess this rivalry has really become something bigger, and to be honest, I'm not complaining at all. Number 4, LeBron reminds the Heat fans who the king is. This is obviously going back a few years ago now, just after LeBron left Miami to go back to Cleveland, where he obviously gained his first ever championship in his city. This is just one of those moments where it's not exactly trash talk, because sometimes you don't need to say anything to trash talk, and this is one of them. That was the case when LeBron James returned to Miami with his Cleveland Cavaliers, but was given the night off by head coach at the time, David Black. Obviously he didn't play, and with Heat fans chanting, James quietly kept back, holding his hands and twirling the 2 rings that he had won in Miami at the time. This moment just reminds me of the time Kobe Bryant did that when a Mavericks fan was heckling him. Yeah, here's the clip.
21 points in the final 12 to shock the Mavs at Staples Center. Don't miss this episode of Timeless Lakers tomorrow at 8, only on Time Warner Cable.
Number 3. LeBron James denies Evan Turner at the rim and adds, "You tried." With the Celtics down by 6 points just over a minute left to play, Evan Turner drove into the lane looking to throw down a big dunk, but James obviously blocked the hell out of that dunk and stuffed Evan Turner at the rim with his left hand. James gave Turner an A for effort while yelling, "You tried, I blocked it." Let's be honest though, Turner shouldn't have taken this to heart because I mean, LeBron's had some much bigger and better blocks in his career. Here's just 2 of them to refresh your memory. Tiago Splitter, and you know what's coming, Andre Iguodala. In fact, here's another one for you. Number 2. The King blocks the 2-time MVP in Game 7. During Game 7 of last year's NBA Finals, I think we all remember this moment. It's when LeBron James sent Stephen Curry's layup into the stands and let the MVP know about it. LeBron stared down Curry after the block, and then Curry walked into James while talking back. The 2 were separated but continued to jaw back and forth. Once again, I love this rivalry, and it's crazy because some people aren't even calling these 2 teams a rivalry, but let's be honest with ourselves here. LeBron doesn't want Curry to win at all. I mean at all. Here's just one more example of that. Number 1. LeBron James blocks Stephen Curry again, this time in Game 6. With the Cavs down 3-2 in the NBA Finals, LeBron and the entire team were doing their best to hold a double-digit 4th quarter lead. Steph took LeBron James off the dribble from the top of the key as James tracked him down the lane. After trying to get James to bite on a pump fake, Curry went up with his left hand and LeBron James just swatted the ball out of bounds. In one of the most memorable moments of the NBA Finals last year, James turned over his shoulder with a sly look and threw some trash talk in Curry's way. Which once again, I mean, we've heard a lot of Stephen Curry and LeBron James trash talk, but I guess as LeBron James has gotten older, he has really, talked some more trash. Now, honestly, most of these stories aren't crazy stories like we've heard of Michael Jordan and Kobe Bryant, but what is crazy in my opinion is what LeBron James has done and said to Stephen Curry, because once again, like I said, LeBron and Curry, they're friends. Well, at least I think they are. I mean, LeBron's been a fan of Curry ever since he entered the NBA, so now I guess after the 2-time MVP, maybe not. Now, LeBron has obviously said some other things in his career, but these were just 6 of them. If you want me to make a video on some more LeBron James trash talking stories, let me know. But for my next one, I'd love to make one on Gary Payton, because I don't think I've ever seen a Gary Payton trash talking story on YouTube. Like, I have, obviously, but I think it'd be cool to compile like maybe 10 or 5, 6, I don't know, just a couple of Gary Payton trash talking stories, because his stories are insane. He's done some crazy things in his career. So if you're excited for that, be sure to subscribe. And if you're new around here, let's aim for 3,000 likes. That will be amazing. And I'll catch you guys in my next video. Peace!